There we go. Hello. Waiting on a few people here. Welcome. Okay, let's see what we got today. Welcome, welcome. Oh. There he is. Hello. Okay. All right. We are waiting on some people. I'm gonna shoot them a message, see if they're able to. I know Krieger specifically is not going to be able to come here until later, um, like an hour in. But that will be fine. Just gotta make sure they know that they gotta be here. Oh, I lied, I guess. Here he is. Shit. All right. Fair enough. Hi. Didn't expect you this early. And then we have, I believe there's 4 different fights going on. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I was saying that usually you're only here at like 9, and then you joined immediately after I said that, so it made me look stupid. So there you go. Yeah. All right. So let's spin this wheel, see where we're going. I'm pretty sure we've been in Saragost for basically half of this whole thing. It is my least favorite place. The universe is screwing with me. God damn it. All right. So, hopefully we'll get V in here soon. As I've kind of already agreed, I will just start the damn thing if people don't show up. The people that I have planned to show up don't show up. So if they don't show up, all right. But at least Krieger's here. He will either be very happy or very disappointed shortly. But just as like to show y'all the plan. So this is where we're at right now. We are doing this one next. Then it will lead into this one, which will lead into this one. So those will be those 3. And we'll see who the third semifinalist is. And then we will do this one. So then, and then tomorrow will be this and that. And then the last day will be like kind of the most eventful. There'll be all these bottom 5. Again, unless other stuff changes or and whatnot. But hello, Sin. We are almost there. And of course, do look out for the next time where there will most likely be more. So I know that it's kind of been sparse with the fights because there's not too many of them. But next time there will probably be more per rare occurrence here. I know yesterday we did, or I say yesterday, like these are back to back. The last date wasn't didn't have any, so we just went over what was going on, but that will not happen often. All right. Well, first, let me do this. Let's go here. All right. Apparently V cannot make it, which is unfortunate. But that does at least give me the green light to just go ahead and do it. All right. So we have the very not confusing at all Lucky Shot. And Lucky Shot. I have to remember who the fuck is who. That is Golm, the blue one, is Kriegers, and then Ronk of the brown team is V. All right. If I remember correctly, which I could be wrong, when we went over this last time, I do think Golm here was looking not too good. I believe they had a weakness against Karagors, which the other guy has one of those, so... Oh, they're being stubborn again. He really likes that crossbow. Really loves that crossbow, huh? Okay, there you go. Then that. There we go. Okay. And now we gotta walk there. This is the reason I hate this area. Not because not because of anything else, really. It's just because this specific walk is so much harder than it needs to be. Welcome, dragon. Unless it was someone leaving and then I saw your name into my view. But I don't believe you were here before. But hello? I believe it was the apothecary and then what was his name? Karn Betrayer. Don't interrupt me. Ow. Okay. All right. As always, if anyone wants to say anything, get up here, please do. But let's get started. We got Ronk's Lucky Shot for V, Fireproof and Beastproof. Fireproof does not matter, as Lucky Shot is poisonous. I guess Beastproof doesn't matter either, because the other guy doesn't have beasts. No applicable rages, as that does not matter. So they are a marksman, so they will have power and quick shot. I believe, never mind. Power shot is exactly what it sounds like. It takes longer to charge, but it will do more damage, and it explodes and stuns. Quick shot is also exactly as it sounded. It's 3 quick shots. The bolus will trap them in place. It's kind of just a better trapper bear trap because you can actually aim it. And of course, they are an archer, so they will have that crossbow. Sniper shot does not actually matter. That's a player-specific thing. They got that gang of hunters, and they are a Karagor rider. And Beast Slayer will not necessarily matter here, but that is of course good against other beasts. And then no weaknesses, because ranged weaknesses don't actually matter to weaknesses, and immunities don't matter to captains, because that would basically make the ranged units ineffective. So that's just to the player, so that won't matter. Golem here is immune to his own element and curse. Not anything applicable to this guy, though. No beast proof, no rages. They are agile, so they'll be dodging a lot of attacks. They got those throwing knives, which will help stun and do a bit of damage, as well as slaughter cleavers to have sort of a mid-range attack rather than just relying on bashing with the crossbow or shooting the crossbow itself. If they get somewhat in between that distance, they can throw those and hopefully beat them away. And of course, the biggest thing about them, that poison weapon, so any attack, including those throwing knives, by the way, will inflict poison. So those slaughter cleavers, those throwing knives, you can even see it on the cleavers. I'm not sure if you can see it on the knife, no. But on the crossbow, all that kind of thing. And then, yes, this is what I was talking about. He's dazed by Karagor attacks, so basically, I don't believe, no, he is just the one Karagor rider. One Karagor, so it's not a gang like my guy was, facing off against another guy that was dazed by them. So if you can take that Karagor out quickly, then he will have no weaknesses. But if he doesn't, that can be pretty bad, especially since he doesn't have a gang that can, like, while he's dazed, take the thing out. So, try. Yes. Golem the messenger. Yeah, he was very good at being killed. But the one who killed him is now dead, so whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, you can all decide. As usual, again, just as a reminder, because this is, you know what, I'm going to actually include who this is, because they are literally both the same title. That can get confusing. So Ronk is the one on the Karagor with the marksman and Bolus, and then Golem is the one without a Karagor that has poison attacks, no gang, and then Ronk also has a gang of hunters. And then dazed by Karagors. We'll get that up. Yeah, I think honestly this can kind of go either way, because it's not like mine where I had 3 or 4 Karagors on my side to like just beat the guy that was dazed by them. There's only one. If he can just shoot the thing and kill it instantly, I mean, that's pretty much it. But that is a somewhat big if, but I mean, throwing knives are really good, especially the epic throwing knives, that basically has won the Bloodlicker their fight. And they're agile. I mean, and they're a ranged unit, so they don't have to go in close to do the poisons. I mean, that's pretty good. So, get your votes in, folks. Yeah, I went with Golem too. Probably on paper, it's still looking good for Wrong, but I mean, I don't know. I'm feeling my chances, but also, I like an underdog. So, there you go. Alright. We'll just check real quick. We got... Alright. We are still waiting on... have I gotten the responses? We shall see. No. Alright. We'll see if they answer later. does it say that there's... Oh, because of... Yeah, right. Again, I keep forgetting that the number there doesn't actually show me. Yeah, let me mark... I mean, you have it right there. I don't necessarily have to... I'm not going to forget that. It's right in front of me. Alright. A lot of votes for Golem here. Not the first time the underdog has gotten more. Although it is still fairly unusual, but... Although, I'm still hesitant to say underdog, because they have some pretty damn good traits. But we shall see. Let's get this going, folks.
Promise me you'll struggle.
Both are pretty damn good. It just depends on how fast this guy can load his crossbow. Kills a gang member immediately. That's number 2. Still has not had that Karagor attack him. Yeah, Ronk is relying on that crossbow first, and his gang is completely gone. Will he take out the Karagor before something happens? Let's see here. Gets the shot off. I think this is the first time we've seen a less aggressive Karagor rider here. They're just sitting back, which does make sense as they're an archer, but that is the one thing that they were relying on. And he is off the Karagor, and it's dead. There you go. His one weakness is gone, and he is just... Golem is just laying into Ronk. That was not a challenge. Oh boy. We all believed in him, and he did it. There you go. Krieger, a situation here has happened, and I'm not sure you've realized it yet. You are up against Rue now. I am conflicted. But there you go. I mean, yeah. Golem just had the better tactics, and by better tactics, I mean he shot the other guy a bunch. But they won, you know. All right. Yeah, I know, it's funny. It's like, hey, you won. Now you go against. The 2 that voted. Okay, I see. So that would be. I didn't even bring my pencil. Okay, so 1, of course, that would be 2 for Krieger because he won and guessed it. Then that would be Sin 1. Then me. And then the misses. Okay. Do that. Okay. But there you go. And then whoever wins this fight will go against Pangolin. Alright. Yeah, they were... even without just the poison, like, the damage over time effect, just the basic shots were doing a lot. Like in 2 shots, they were at half. Pretty damn good. Alright, let's do this. I believe Rue is going to be appearing shortly. go. Ruin never change. Alright, welcome. You have arrived just in time to either die or win. We got Ronk Ravager on Rue's side. Very liking the alliteration there. That's a good contender for best title. Not gonna lie. Best name, I should say. Immune to curse, which will not matter here. Both. I think this is the first time where two different elements are fighting each other. I could very much be wrong about that. I know one of the first fight, like in the beginning, sort of, it was at least near the beginning, there was two cursed fighting each other. I don't know if we've had two different elements. It's usually just one elemental against a non-elemental. But either way, no immunities that matter, no rages that matter. They do have that Karagor pack, so Bestial Roar will heal their beasts a little bit. Karagor Tamer will not matter in this fight necessarily. They do have that tribe bonus Hail of Bolts, so even though they are not an archer, they will have a range attack, and Hail of Bolts is probably the best, at least just like pure damage-wise tribe bonus, and it's ranged, so that is good. Another reason why the Marauders are the best tribe. Fight me. Or don't. I don't know if you agree with me. Also, welcome, Crawfish Dealer. Appreciate having you. We got a flame weapon in that Karagor pack and Beast Slayer. Beast Slayer will not necessarily matter here, but that Karagor pack will be very good against the one that is dazed by Karagors, so we'll see. It's going to be a lot harder to win this one than the first one, I'll say that. And I do believe they are not immune to fire. It's the only element they are not immune to, so it is not looking too good for Golem here. No weaknesses. Yeah, no weaknesses at all on Ravager's side. No applicable immunities, no rages. Of course, we have gone over the agile trait, so they will have a chance to dodge some things, although Karagors are pretty hard to dodge. And of course, throwing knives and slaughter cleavers, and the crossbow all, which will be doing poison damage. So if they can just keep running and picking off those Karagors, maybe. It is just two of them, but they are not on a mount, and they will be fighting separately from the captain. So it's definitely harder. And then of course the fear of Karagors. Any Karagor attack will immediately daze them. So we'll see. But at least it's not like mine where they have the Karagor pack and riding one. It's just the two. I know it looks like four and a lot more in the picture. It's just the two. So we shall see. Fair enough, Frigger. But there you go. Those are the traits we have. I will put that up if you are in the Twitch chat. Make sure to just tell me which one you think you're gonna think is gonna win if you are a part of the tournament. If you're not, it's not gonna count as a point towards you because you're not in it. But you can for sure tell me who you think is gonna win. All right. There you go. And there you go, Rue. You're happy this time. At least I hope you are. All right. Thank you, boss, for letting me know. Just waiting for the last votes. I believe the last person here is Rue themselves. All right, there you go. I figured, just wanted to make sure. No, you're good. Wait, you mean you already fell asleep when I invited you? Is that what you're talking about? It's been like 10 seconds. God. You know what? Fair enough. Well, you got that one then. All right. Well, if anyone else wants to say anything, we can do that first. If not, we can get this going. Yes, yes, Rue.
Wog and Krieger, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Fair enough. The unenthusiastic Wob while also being tired is. I think that's a new best. I don't think that can be topped. Unless you're on the substance, but I can't encourage that. Don't do that. All right. Will 2 smaller crossbows or the big crossbow win? Fire or poison? Beastmaster or assassin? Girlfriend or best friend? We'll see. We'll see. Either way, I'm gonna have someone close to me bitch about it being rigged. So
Do like it when they act
it's
big.
gonna be fun for me.
I want a challenge. Anyone got one for me?
Karagor is already foaming at the mouth there. One goes right in there, gets a daze on Golem. There's the second one, doing the damage. But you can see that that one shot on Ronk did a lot of damage. A lot more damage than I was expecting here. Karagors are not doing too much. Ronk does do something of his own, slamming Golem to the ground, doing a good bit of damage. They are pretty much equal, with a little bit of favor for Ronk here right now. The attack misses. Again, more dodges from Golem. That agile trait working out very well for him. Karagor almost going in, but Ronk actually blocking it himself. Doing mostly not that damaging attacks. Health is kind of the same spot as it was. Ronk still missing those attacks, but Golem not really doing anything much of his own. It is a pretty hard stalemate right now, which I, in all honesty, was not expecting. It's just kind of attacks and dodges. Looks like another grab from Ronk, bringing Golem to, I believe, less than half health. Yes, there you go. He is now in the lead here. But Golem hits the Slaughter Cleavers, bringing Ronk to 1 hit, possibly killing them with that poison damage. But that also brings Golem to 1 hit, but that poison finally does Ronk in. I am surprised at how much damage that did. I genuinely, that was one of the most surprising wins I've ever seen. That was not on my bingo card. I cannot imagine this will go well, but yes, Rue.
So about when you hacked for your win, I think you hacked for your best friend to win.
I said it. I told you.
And fuck you.
Rue, I literally voted
Uh,
for you.
Fuck you, Krieger. No, I mean fuck you, Krieger. Fuck you. Fuck you just 'cause I can't spell 'cause I can't open one of my eyes. Fuck you.
Oh look, there it goes. There goes my monetization. There it goes. After that 1 cent, it's gone. It's never coming back. I was almost caught it, but nope. It slipped. It's somewhere in the heavens now. Yeah. It's gone. Uh, I am joking. It's fine. But yeah, there you go. We got Golem Lucky Shot on a winning streak here. Will he keep it up and go to the semifinals against Knocker the Prickler, who is Pangolin? Here they are of the gray team. One of the best matching colors to armor and the whole thing going on. Definitely looks one of the best in the whole thing. Fair enough. Yeah, it's couch sleeping time. But you know, the things I do for the tournament, worth it. Alright. Because, I don't know why I was able to do it the first time, but because he's actually here, I am gonna have to do this. I want to make sure I'm pressing the right button and not the shame button, because those two are literally right next to each other. There you go.
I'll miss you, Ranger.
That was like... Why was that so sweet? What the fuck? Why was that? It was like a child talking to their parent. What was that? Fucking Golem has a heart, I guess. Damn, alright. I'll miss you, he says. That I was not expecting that from the guy who just completely cleaned the floor. Although the second fight was definitely way more even. With two people. That, yeah, that's, are you sure that's Krieger's? You sure about that? He feels? No. That can't be right. That's not true. Alright. We got Nakra the Prickler. Yet again, no immunities that matter here. Not even immune to his own element and not immune to poison. Yet another 2-element fight here as well. They are a Berserker, but the only one that will matter here, I believe, is indeed Mortal Wounds, but that is, as we've seen, one of the hardest to get past. Because even though they get low health when that triggers, it turns the fight pretty much 90% of the time. So it's got him this far. We'll see if it gets him further. Furious Charge allows him to tackle the enemy. Rabid will stun and disorient, and Rampage is another triple strike thing that will bring people to the ground, and Dark Strike is another triple strike attack, just a series of normal hits. Of course, has that cursed spears, has those cursed spears. And the Gang of Savages with no weaknesses at all, not even outside of the pits. Pretty good captain just in general. Golem is immune to curse. Of course, not immune to the base damage of the weapon, but that curse damage will not apply. And he is also immune to his own, so he will not be spreading it on himself. So no element will affect him. No rages, unlike the other, but he is agile, which we have seen is kind of the only counter to rages, even though they get 1 or 2 hits in usually because they're just attacking so much. Especially when they're in range, like they're range units with spears or arrows, they're a lot harder to dodge than melee ones. But being agile, we have seen several times that they have dodged rages. So we'll see if that happens here. And of course, the throwing knives and solder cleavers and crossbow all doing poison damage because of the poison weapon. And finally, the Fear of Karagors will not apply to this fight. He is at his absolute strongest. Immune to the element, no Karagors, and the other one isn't immune to poison. It is at least element-wise and weakness-wise in his favor, but of course, that rage could be Golem's undoing. So let's get that up here. Okay. Oh, I misspelled that. I am human after all. Oh. Let me... there's a... I have to ban someone. Hold on, it's a view bot thing. Alright, there you go. Cool. Alright, let's get that poll up. Honestly, even though probably on paper Nockra's gonna take this at the end, I am gonna go with Golem here because I really want him to win this. I don't see him getting farther than the semifinals, because especially against Bloodlicker, the other throwing knife user, the epic throwing knife user. I'm not sure about that, but I want to see them pull out. They pulled off the 2 Karagor fights. I want to see them pull off the surviving that rage here. But we'll see. We'll see if that pays off for me or not. And of course for Krieger. Or if Penguin will get to the semifinals. Of course, if anyone wants to say anything before we start, do so now. If not, we will begin. Yes, Rue, I thought you were going.
Yeah, I'm gonna fall asleep here. Wog.
I wouldn't do that, but alright then. Okay. Without further wait, I guess, here we go. And honestly, you know what? There is a bit of bias in this. Golem kind of touched me with that, saying he'll miss me. So, you know, for Golem.
I'm just a trifle. Nothing for you to worry about.
Yeah, that's a very Krieger line.
You want to be my next victim? Fine.
We'll see. Okay, gets that arrow off, but of course those savages are starting to hit. That poison does its stunning work. The gang actually blocking Golem from being hit. Blocks that damage. Golem is on the ground, getting a few hits in, actually more damaged right now. Savage knocking Golem out of that dodge. 2 of them left. 1 of them left as Nockra kills. That throwing knife stuns him. Almost kind of taken out by a combo there from Nockra. I can't actually see his health here. Nockra is almost dead. There's that one. There's that enrage. There you go. He did it. He and that flip over the last guy at the end. But there you go. He managed to kill him before he threw that spear out. And yeah, there you go. Pangolin is out, and that is another win for Krieger here. They go into the semifinals. Then that is did you say I apologize, boss. You didn't say who the misses was for. I assume they chose someone? I'll honor whatever you said. I believe you. We have that. We have Dragon here. Me. Yeah, that poison does work. It's the second best element. It's only fire is only better because it spreads more, but poison still does like the stun thing. You saw the other uh like keel over. Ah, all right. Fair enough. Where is then it'll just be done in the random thing. It happens. Apologies. But I don't know why I'm necessarily saying sorry. It's not like I could have done anything about that really. All right. And there you go. Not too many left here. Contenders for the I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're about to reduce that number to 8. Which of those 8 will win? We shall see. It's looking pretty damn good for the Pain Lover. I mean, I'd be very surprised if someone else takes that title, but all of Golm's wins have been surprising, so weirder things have happened. Oh yeah, I have to dismiss him before I dismiss him. Alright, bud. You've earned your rest. Very much earned your rest. Oh, there's an easier way to do that. Alright. There you go.
Watch your back, Ranger!
Alright. Yeah, that poison, oh my god. Alright, next we have Creamp the Fool from Ghosty on the red team, and Gloop Blackheart from Salt on the red team. This is, I believe this is the first round 1 team fight, right? Because I believe none of the others had that except for this one. I know that one of these other ones, I can't remember which one, had the same color fighting each other, but yeah, same team. So either way, the red team wins, so they'll get a point regardless. But of course, which of those people win? Be up. Okay, we have Blackheart. And just making sure the Fool, yes. Let's see here. The Fool. There he is. More elements. All the elementals are saved for last, I see. Didn't have a lot in the beginning. They were very sparse, and now now it's been all of them. Alright, let's see how much shot this takes. Alright. Alright. There you go. Okay, this is definitely gonna take a few times. Oh, are you? I can't see the Twitch if you're there. All right. Yeah, there you go. All right. Welcome. Salt is not here. Didn't respond to me, so busy or something. But they said they're gonna be here, so we're doing it. Not much I can do about that. I can wait like a minute, but I just dropped my phone. um. Whoops. I just dropped my phone, turned off my mouse, and closed the game. That was a a series of unfortunate events. if if that could ever be said. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm very good at this. I don't have like a stand for my phone. It's literally just against my so great. So that's what the yeah, it was actually yeah, it was this I have like my mouse plugged in. It was that. It was this. That noise happening. So there you go. I don't know a way to like turn that off on streams, but you know. Yeah, great. Only the best quality over here. I am surprised myself as to why I was allowed to officially run events. I just kind of stumbled into this position, but we're here now. Oh, hey, there you are. Welcome, Salt. Getting at the last minute. Honestly, probably a very good for you that my game decided to. The whole sequence decided to happen there. We don't gotta talk about it, but you are. I dropped my phone, which made me unplug my mouse, which disconnected my mouse, and also had me press the exact amount of keys to open the screenshot thing, which also accidentally made me close the game. And that happened. That happened in that order a minute ago. All right. Oh my god, they really do not want to. I just remember I have excuse you? What? That's a typo, right? We had pizza. Hey, wait a minute. We don't got the budget for that. Oh, I have to walk back the. God damn it. Only the most professional of tournaments and events held on this channel.
Still alive! Bet you thought I died. Bet you didn't shed a tear. But despite my best judgment, I'm still loyal to you.
I don't have words. Isn't that one of the first fights ever? Who is that? I forgot who that was. Who was that? I think they got like that was oh, that's fucking Tony. Someone ping that man. Holy shit. It took to day 7. I I I uh I guess I'm gonna have them fight whoever. Can I change the name? I don't think I can add. No, I can change the name though. Okay, I can work with that. Oh, also, there's the win record. Arceus with the staggering record so far. The stuff in the oh, cereal. You said like Cerame or something. I oh, you lost. Golem is now a semifinalist. You just missed, unless you did see that. We had our first cheat death. I get, yeah, I guess we just do this fight, and then whoever wins that, I I mean, there he fucking is. I Does he even have a scar? I can't tell if that's a scar or just his face is so fucking wrinkly. Like, is that a scar? Genuinely, I can't tell. I think that's just. Oh, it looks scarry, but look at yeah, the fight is happening now.
You cannot stand.
I do something wrong?
Yeah, yours is now. I said it was rare, not impossible. Fucking, not to mention, I forgot, that also gets a point. Which, you may not think that that's that great getting an extra point, but now that I'm thinking about it, most people aren't here all the time, so the thing that we did was like the whole random voting thing, so it's either one or the other, it gets randomly rolled, coin flip, right? Getting an extra point on top of that, past like the team stuff, past all the other stuff, which they will still be able to do, is kind of like being a turn ahead in like a strategy game or anything like that. That's a big thing. That that could do it. And also, not to mention, literally being in the fucking game again. Not to mention, you may have noticed something. Red team. Red team is going to win here no matter what. It's going to be 2 red teams. Whoever wins this goes against a red team. So they're getting 2 points regardless. So great luck for actually all 3 of these people. So even if you do win, you get 2 extra points. So there you go. Yeah, let me. Okay, well they're. You know what? Yeah, I'll put them in the. Actually, the only difference is, do they have any specific? No. I don't remember what their traits were at the start. Did they have all that? They have all of the immunities, so there's that. I don't think anything else changed. I don't think anything else changed. But did they have all those immunities? I don't remember. there it is. I'm still speechless about that. All right. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I am gonna do that just to be safe, just so nothing else happens shenanigan-wise. I'm just gonna keep him in the garrison so he doesn't die or do anything else. That is crazy. That is crazy. He has come back. Thank you for. I know they're talking about my character, but that is very on point. Random grunt number, whatever the hell you are. All right, Creep the Fool of. I know it's been a little while since that started. Creep the Fool of Ghosty versus Gloop Blackheart of Salt. All right. Creep the Fool, immune to fire and poison. Not immune to cursed here, but they are immune to their own element, so that is something, but not immune to the. Let's see. Neither are immune to each other's element. No rages that matter. We do have that tank determination, which, as we've said, isn't the best thing to have in the pits, unless you have a gang, which he does, and a Caragor Rider, so possibly can have them distract while he gets that heal off, but it is still very rare. But again, it can save fights when it happens, so very rare, but very good if it happens. The Bolus to, of course, stun, so you could throw that, have the gang come in, distract him, and then get it off, but that is a big sequence of events that's got to happen. Wave of Might will push enemies back. Of course, has that flame weapon and Gang of Defenders, and of course the Caragor. But becomes temporarily dazed when his pet or gang is killed. So if relies too much on that distraction from the gang or Caragor, and either one gets killed, both will trigger a daze. But that does mean the entire gang has to be killed, or the Caragor, and then after that it can't trigger again. So if those trigger and then the Gloop does not take advantage of those dazes, then but we will see. On Gloop's side, we have Beast Proof, so he is immune to the Caragor's attacks, which is nice. Becomes enraged when captains or higher rank become dazed. That changes things. So if his pet or gang is killed, he will be dazed and Gloop will be enraged. That's a fight ender. That's a fight ender. And of course has smoke bombs, another eluding, another dodging. Smoke bomb and elusive, or agile, I should say, are the two that can dodge. And Dark Strikes, those triple attacks. Decoys, I forgot he also has the decoys. So they will also, the only thing that I believe decoys don't have is, I still can't even remember. I'm pretty sure they do like a lot less damage and then have a lot less health. I think that's the only difference. I know for the player, they kind of just do the similar amounts of damage, especially on higher difficulties when basically anything can 3 to 4 shot you or less. So that's why I'm pretty sure they have reduced damage because that's insane. They just do damages of normal gang members, but they do also have the curse effect on their weapons, so they will be doing that curse. But does become temporarily dazed when his rage wears off. So technically, if he kills the gang, guy gets dazed, guy gets enraged. If somehow either the Caragor or the gang, whichever one is alive, distracts him for enough time or something else happens, he will get dazed and then the other will be on top. But in all honesty, that is pretty unlikely to happen, but it isn't impossible. We've had literally the rarest thing to ever happen ever just happened a minute ago, so you never know. All right. Let's get that poll up, and of course, those in the Twitch, just put it in the chat of who you think is going to win versus Creep the Fool of Ghosty and Gluck Blackheart. Again, you do not have to vote for your own guy, but usually you do, because, you know, you want your guy to win. Yeah. He's barely outnumbered too, because the decoy, he's really only outnumbered by 1 because they both have gangs. The only thing that outnumbers him is the Karagor. It's looking pretty good for Gluck, I'll say that. Alright, I will give that a minute or two for everyone to get their votes in. We got, there you go. Fair enough. Dread, just to make sure, you aren't in the tournament, right? You're not like someone else that changed their name and it's confusing? Okay, okay. I just wanted to check, because sometimes people change their names. But hello. Hope I don't explode. What does that mean? That was out of nowhere and very threatening. Am I gonna get a package soon? I gotta be worried. Alright. I wasn't planning on it. Let's get some alright. Does everyone have their votes in? Ghosty especially, if you need if they're still here. The way that the chat works, I can't actually see all of the audience. That's awkward. I apologize for that, man. But no, it's not like a you'll be fine thing. Like it's pretty strictly like that's a strictly enforced rule. I don't like doing that, but either you gotta leave or we do it for you. But I mean, when you're 17 or whatever, you can come back. But that's what the rules are. Clearly, I am sorry that wasn't clearly explained to you. I apologize if it feels like your time was wasted. We can, if you come back, whenever you come back, we can keep your rank and whatnot. But yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, we're not banning you or anything. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry you had to find out that way. All right. All right. Let's see. Do we have everyone in there? We have. I believe that's everyone. All right. Yeah. I am genuinely sorry that you had to find out that way. This does not feel good at all. You are fighting Ghosty. Who may or may not still be here. I know that they were, like, Rex Ghosty. Lieutenant. Yeah. I know they were in here earlier, I'm not sure if they still are. But, alright. Can one of y'all make sure, like, Sin or, literally anyone that's a command sergeant or higher, make sure that that guy actually leaves, because he was still in here. Yeah, also, I forgot, decoys do share immunities as well. So they also will not be, that is right, I did not, I forgot about that. Just, like, send him a message, and, but yeah, because they have that beast proof, they will also not take, of course, they will still take the fire damage, but yes, they are immune to the beast. They should be immune to the beast. I'm not sure how that works in pits, but okay. I wasn't sure if it was just a process they were undergoing or whatever, but they were in here for like a sizable amount of time, so I just... Anyways, moving on from that. Okay. Let's sorry about that detour. Let's do this. Please read the rules of all communities you join. Just
You look like you'll
all
be a
everything
boring
you go
fight.
into, actually.
I always get the
Oh
boring
shit,
ones.
that looks great.
Come on, what are you waiting for?
There you go. I will have to say the red is best fitting the fire element there, so doing pretty good there. Whoa, there's that explosion. I'm not even sure what's happening here. One of the, looks like one of the decoys picked him up here. I am still not sure what is happening because they're all red. Yeah, the two that are fighting each other are the real ones. Blackheart is certainly winning here right now. No dazes or enrages have gone off so far. He's on the ground, taking a decent bit of fire damage, but not too much. And he does get the determination up because they're all on fire. Well, you're still fairly even health-wise, but there you go. Doesn't happen often, but he did get it off. But he is back down to half health, but so is Gluck here. Gluck picks him up again, slams him down. Gets that fire off, and then finishes him with a sweep attack. Creep the Fool is very happy about that one. I am yet again going to say I am surprised about that one. Rue, that looks good. But yeah, did anyone even go for, who's the only one that went for Sin? Good job. Well, there you go. But we are not done yet. Because we're gonna put Creep against the Amug Learn Scribe of Tony. So Sin, and then we got Ghosty somewhere here. Oh, there it is. Yes, Rue.
So like, what if I said I voted for the guy, but like I backed out because of pure embarrassment because everyone was voting for the other guy?
Don't do that. And still doesn't count.
Wog.
Whatever you vote for is what you vote for. Sorry. But yeah, just vote for the guy you think is gonna win. Don't. Yes. Yes, they did. All right. So because I can't technically, as I said, since I can't like edit the bracket, basically what I'm going to do is just if basically whoever I'm gonna add them to the name, so like show that that fight happened. So like basically it's just gonna be a really long name, but I'm gonna put whoever won first. So it's weird, but so that'll be the name that shows up. You know what? Let me do that right now. Learned, and then fool. Okay, they did actually let me make it that long of a name. I'll switch the order if the other thing happens, but basically so I can also see what the teams won, because if I didn't do it that way, then the red team wouldn't get that extra point, because I wouldn't have counted. All right, let's send out the Learn Scribe defender versus defender fight, both of the red team too. The Fool and Learn Scribe. Very opposite ends of the spectrum there. Alright, there we go. Whether Tony is awake or asleep or here or not, I'm sure they will be very glad to hear that. Whether or not they win this next fight, that they got there. I mean, you know, regardless, they get an extra point. They can either get one extra point or win. I mean, that's the variety of things. If they win this fight, they get 2 extra points. If they win the next fight, then they get it's we'll see. All right, Cream the Fool does so he Almug does not have an element, so that does not matter. So basically all of these are good. But he is fireproof, so he is immune to his own element, so that won't affect him at all. No Rages, of course, has that determination, and Bolus to stun, and that Wave of Might to also push back enemies. Of course, has that Flame Weapon, Gang of Defenders, and Karagor, and Weak Master, which is still his greatest weakness. On Almug Learn Scribe's end, he is immune to all elements, so the fire will not be affecting anyone, except for, funnily enough, Cream's own mount and gang, if that spreads. No Rages, Trappers, so they both can kind of stun each other, although Ebolas are better because they can be thrown. Trappers, Bear Traps are just placed on the ground, they're stationary. Mystic Blade does allow him to travel a little bit of a distance, like teleport basically, so can close the distance very well if needed. got a gang of hunters, so also ranged. And becomes temporarily dazed when his rage wears off, but that doesn't matter because he can't be raged, so it does not have any weaknesses in the pits. Alright. Let's get that up. So you want the fool to win? Because the learn scribe is the one that cheated death. The fool is the one that killed you, if that's what you mean. Yeah, I was like, I think that's what you meant. This one full. Thank you. Did you say? What was the one they went with on the last one? I don't know if you said. Oh, sorry, you did say that. Okay, cool. I didn't have to count them. Sorry, I missed that one. But the Blackheart lost anyways, so fair enough. Trying to get. Oof. Dragon still catching strays. One of the earliest fights and still catches those strays. Basically every other one of them. Like losing so badly that all of them. All right. Do we have everyone in? Welcome, Hardcase. Were you able to hear the summary of all the traits, or do you need me to do that again? Because I am willing to do that. We are very much under time, so I can do that if needed. Okay. We got Creep the Fool. None of these immunities matter because the other doesn't have any elements. They have no enrages. They do have determination, so they will be able to heal. Very rare to get off, but it did have happen in the last one. Which, by the way, Salt, if this makes you even madder, if he didn't do that, he would have lost. Wave of Might to push the enemies back, and the Bolus to trap enemies. Got a free hit in. Flame Weapon, which Amuk is actually immune to, so that doesn't necessarily matter, but does have a gang of defenders and Karagor Rider. But biggest weakness, temporarily dazed when his pet or gang is killed. He has both. So when the pet is killed, he will be dazed, and when the gang is killed, as in the entire gang, not just one of them, it's triggered when the entire gang dies. It will also trigger. So 2 dazes can trigger. They didn't last time, but you never know. But if that happens, it's probably over. We got Amuk Learn Scribe, immune to everything he could possibly be immune to here. No rages. He's got that Trapper, so he can, again, trap him in place. It's a little bit less aimed than the Bolus, but can still be thrown on the ground, trap him, get a free hit in. Mystic Blade allows him to close the distance a little bit while also getting an attack. Gang of Hunters, so has a ranged gang, and becomes dazed when his rage wears off, but that weakness doesn't matter because he can't be enraged in the pits. So, at least not in this pit, because much stronger enemy means an enemy of much higher level, and they're all level 80 here, so it doesn't matter. So there you go. Also, just to catch you up, Amuk Learn Scribe, you may or may not remember that name. He lost in round, and by lost I mean died in round 3 to the Brawl Master here, but he cheated death and is back again. So there you go. Also, if you need me to, Hardcase, if you need me to do that, because I know it's gotten kind of buried there, there's the poll. Alright. Gonna wait a little bit longer to get those votes in. I believe everyone except Sin, if you're still here. That's the one we're waiting on, seemingly. All right. This will be the last, which will then leave us again. That will be this fight and this one for next time, and then these 5 for the last date again, unless things change. Like, for example, how Sin was here, but Fidel was not, so that won't be happening today. But if he was, then that would have also happened today. But without any further waiting, just making sure that that's good, I am going to close that. It's not closing. Oh, there you go. Just very laggy. Cool. See who wins this. Will Salt get his revenge, or will Amug fall again?
You better not underestimate me. I want a good fight.
I have stopped underestimating you the second you
I'm
showed your
so
face again
ready
after
to kill
dying.
again.
That was
Another damn Caragor.
another damn Caragor. There's the Mystic Blade there, taking out one of the gang members, getting closer to that Daze, of course. There is the second gang member to fall. There is the third, one more. And the pet is dead. Still alive indeed. Does not trigger the Daze. I think that if the pet dies while he's mounted on it, doesn't count. But there you go. Daze triggers. Bunch of free hits for the Learn Scribe. Doesn't really take advantage of it, though. Oof. Alright then. It is not looking good for Learn Scribe here. At least he's immune to that fire, but keeps getting picked up. A little bit of a stun there. Gets stabbed in the back. Is now retaliating. Should have done that when he was dazed, but is now in the lead right now. One more hit will do it, folks. Will he get the win? They are both one hit away. Who will get the final hit in? That shield saved him. Both attacked at the exact same time, but Amu got that hit in just before. Why is the screen entirely black? Okay. Anyways, that will be Amug. That will be, again, very unexpected, but that will be very, very thankfully for him. That'll be another point for Tony because he won. That will be a point for a whole lot of people. That'll be a point for the boss. That'll be a point for Dragon. That'll be a point for me. That'll be a point for who did you say the missus was going for? Oh, never mind. Thank you. I saw. That will be Rue. That will be. I think I'm only missing Krieger and Hardcase. I think I said everyone's name. Salt as well. Salt. All right. So I will be changing this name just to show that they won. But yeah, unfortunately, once I start it, it's very I can't like change it, so there you go. There goes them. That actually works as well because the way that cheating death fights work is that they're not, you don't actually advance around, like, you know, you go to the next round, next round. It's just adding a new fight on top of the it's just whatever the next fight is, they're added on top of. So them not advancing I think that's the way I'm gonna do it, just add it on top of the name. You know, it's janky, but it works. But there you go. Amug Learnscribe is back in the fight again and continues off in the round that they were killed in. Tony, yeah, that's honestly, they could certainly. I don't remember the two traits here. I know the Garl the Murderous was another defender of the yellow team. I don't remember what the obsessed was. But they have a chance to make it further now. Yeah, he cheated death. Yeah, no, Tony's learned scribe. Are you sure you're remembering the right person? Because the one who killed you was Ghosty, and then Tony killed that guy. That's what happened. Yeah. There you go. He came back from the dead to avenge you. What the fuck? Was that because they were one hit away? Okay, we are going to do this. Not supposed to happen, so. This is why we have cheats, because if bullshit like this happens, I can just say no. Then we will go to. Where are they? Moog. Learn scribe. I don't think that's just gonna. Yeah, that's just gonna. I think I have to go into. I don't remember where exactly. I have to go into the status here somewhere. Yes, hard case.
We'll call the draw. Call the day.
I'm gonna have to turn you up here. Say that again.
We'll call the draw. We call the day. We'll call the draw.
I can't call the draw because that messes things up.
I know.
But so when I said they literally hit each other at the same time, I think they did actually kill each other, but just the other guy. That's why the screen was black, because they killed each other. But
I know
that
that's
explains
why
things.
Monty Python sketch.
Yeah, they. But he won, so I'll give it to him. I need to remember how to revive him here.
I don't know.
You know what? This is less complicated than I prefer using this, but I'm gonna have to go the route of cheat engine here. That used to be the only way to do this. But then that mod came out, which I was actually the first person ever to test, It's not much of a brag, but
Mhm.
I just discovered that the guy in the modding server by pure chance. He asked me if I wanted to test it out, and I did it, and now I'm using it. But let's see here. We gotta do this. Want that. And we want yes, hello, boss.
Wog.
Wog indeed. Alright,
Yeah,
I
you
just
hook
wanna make sure that we do this before we go. Moog status. Um, okay, we have to change that to 0 and change that to 0. So now, let me do possibly just fast traveling will update it, but hopefully,
Hope it works.
there he is. Cool. Okay. He cheats death twice.
Oh my god, it's a witch.
You don't want to die. As well as too strong, it seems. All right. Now that that's over, had to give a hey. Fair enough. If anyone else has any final words, you can get those out. If not, that will be all.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Rue.
I was gonna say, we can't afford pizza, but I got chocolate banana cake.
Yeah, because that's less expensive. Uh,
I'm making it right now. The fuck, Wog.
do you want to pay for the transporting costs of giving that to over 30 people? That's what I thought. I ain't doing that. So if you want to do that, hey. All right. I will see y'all next time. Today has been very eventful, especially for Tony. Holy shit, big day for him. I will see y'all on the 28th. It should just be 4 days from now. I believe that one is the earliest. Let me just double check here. I believe it starts at 2 my time. Yeah, 2 p.m. my time. So subtract 7.5 hours from whatever it is now to. So I'll have to actually wake up early for that one. That is May 24th. Sorry, now is the 24th. May 28th, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. EST. And then the last one, day 9, will actually be the latest. It'll start 30 minutes from now, so 10 p.m. 12 a.m. I know that's kind of confusing saying adding, subtracting. Just look at the times. They're on Discord. It says what your time is locally. It's kind of the only way that you can easily translate that. But until then, friends, peace.